So, hi. So, eschatology and teleology are um, bed couples. Teleology is the study of the end from the point of view of whomever is laying the end down, and eschatology is more the study of the environment, the objective relationship to the end. That's how I look at it, at least. Perhaps somebody else would like to tell me on that. Now, this is semi a response video to Karen Kobie, Ben Kenobie's sister. Um, Obi Karen Kobie, you did a video. Kobie, you did a video where you were saying essentially, if this God is all big and all maximal. I mean, you don't use the phrase maximal, but ultimate higher. You're looking for a perfection of Godhead as opposed to thinking that you're wrapped like an onion by bags of gods, by demigods, stacked in demigods. And and that some of the demigods are vengeful and the other demigods are not vengeful, but all these bags have their fingers on the planet Earth and they're squishing the humans around. Oh yeah. Anyway, so you might get a bag that's affecting the idea that things need to be perfect in this universe. Kind of like my Magnum PI impression. Hey, gee! Um, anyway, it's not a great Tom Selleck. Gotta wait until the mustache kicks in. Um, anyway, so you mentioned kind of a God that's higher than. I'm looking for a rephrasing, I guess, of your video because I listened to it about an hour ago, and so I forget the phrasing, but I got the basic idea. And so you're saying, well, why would one consider a maximally large God? And I'm here to say that from my vantage point, there's a geometry of kind of like a fractal geometry that I feel a part of, and in that fractal geometry, there are greater gods, and it's multiplied because it depends on which way you're refracting through this crystalline structure, this geometric pattern that you are as a spirit within a culture, the spirit of the culture, the zeitgeist. And here we are on the precipice of that. I don't know why that was so funny, but I got a kick out of it. Anyway, so we're on the edge, but I think humanity has been on the edge in the past. This is just the latest edge. Ooh. And so the creases are particularly sharp. Anyway, I was just here to say, not from a Christian vantage point, but from a geometric vantage point, because, and this is just for me once again, because I saw these UFOs, for lack of a better word, my notion of there being something greater is evidenced by them, and because I was caught in the current rational, secular, materialistic frame prior to that, that occurrence allowed me to imagine the difference between how I was and what I had become as a dimensional shift. And if there was one dimensional shift, I just imagined that there could be more shifts, dimensional shifts, that are greater than that occurrence. And I think that goes without saying, that if you're going to imagine a power, you can always imagine a parent to the power. Um, but ultimately, it's still, it appears to be a possibility. All I grant it to is greater than, and greater than to the extent that my teleology, my view of futures of humans and transhumanism in the future, and both spiritually, kind of collapse upon one another. The perspective lines will be so far off into the distance that they'll just appear to be one dot to me. That's how great I could imagine an onion layered God would look like, to the point where you could get to an outside, as if God is a finite being, then something like that. Anyway, do I want to make this a paint video? Got purple and red. Yeah, why not? No, better not. Well, maybe I could. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I don't know. That's kind of far away. So Zombie Picture Show made a paint, an art, and philosophy video, and it was interesting when he got stumped up on how to talk while you're painting. I found that a difficult process at times, but I don't know, not all the time, but it was cool that he was making waves in hell, and I sat there and I thought, well, my hell is it's a smaller hell. It's a less wild hell than his hell. My hell is a light, kind of like Lego block hell. It can no way, depict blood-screaming curls of burning in hell. It's incapable of doing that. Woo. So I just wanted to put these holes between some of the aspects here. Anyway, yeah. So that's my answer to Karen Kobie. I don't hold on to the traditional beliefs of Christianity per se, but I don't deny them when they are in sync with my, whatever my considerations are at the time. So I'm not certain if there's a real backlash with Christians about the nature, the logical natures of their God, because their God already shows an illogic, a beyond logic. This notion by apologists that God always uses logical form, because logical form is organization, and organization is good and chaos is bad. If that's the case, he's still working within a deterministic universe, and since he's all powerful, not really. See, in my worldview, he's not all powerful, he's not all loving, and he is, I guess, all knowing. But yeah, all knowing, all powerful. Anyway, I'm not certain why I'm, you know, cop an attitude. Shit. That's what I should have done. Well, I already painted it on the bottom. I better stick with it. Yeah, I got a little bit of the purple done. I tried to record it, but it aired out, so that was no go. And this is pretty much like I'm back to drafting again, trying to solve one of the visual problems. Huh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of like I don't want to talk right now, so I'm almost sorry that I put on the camera. I guess that's partially the reasons why I don't record every spot. And sometimes I feel like I'm in a Catholic confessional rambling ideas, but I don't want to give you guys any examples of what I would say at a Catholic confessional. I don't know. I've said most of my hills, I do believe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. We'll see what that turns into. Beep 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 beep. Okay. Well, I think that's enough for the time being. We'll do a short video. This one will just be to Karen. What else could I say lastly? I mean, I wish I still pulled up your video. I think I addressed it. I think I addressed the idea that you can still imagine a God that's not all of these things just because you can initially imagine him with or requiring all of these things. Grant it, whatever it is, over to a multiplicity. I don't know. Oh, what am I saying? Oh, 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 damn. I got a crick in my back. Okay, well, hell, let me. By the way, Tubi, you let me know whether or not I make sense on that video. Okay, for the time being, I, well, for the long haul, I hope everyone's doing well.